Trump Legal Cases Daily Digest. January 25, 2024. Hello and welcome back to News Media Hant's Daily Digest. Besides the ongoing E.J. CARROLL defamation trial, legal and political developments about former President Trump are abundant. Let us delve into the highlights. Courtroom drama, Habba challenges CARROLL's claims, Trump's tense testimony. In a dramatic turn of events during Donald Trump's testimony in E. Jean Carroll's defamation case, Trump's attorney Alina Habba sought to undermine Carroll's claims regarding her safety resulting from Trump's disparaging statements. During questioning of Carroll's longtime friend Carroll Martin, Habba highlighted text messages in which Carroll expressed no security concerns at the time. This tactic is pivotal to the defense's strategy, aiming to demonstrate that Carroll may have exaggerated her allegations against the former president. The courtroom atmosphere intensified before Trump took the stand, with a 10-minute discussion between Habba, Judge Lewis Kaplan, and Trump regarding the scope of his testimony. Trump, unprompted, loudly asserted, "I never met the woman. I do not know who this woman is." Kaplan admonished him to lower his voice. Despite interruptions and whispers to his attorney, Trump's testimony began with the oath. Unlike his behavior in previous trials, Trump refrained from making ancillary comments while the jury was present, presenting a more restrained demeanor during this critical phase of the trial. Legal drama unfolds as ex-President Trump takes the stand. Donald Trump continued with his denial of E. Jean Carroll's sexual assault accusation during his testimony. His attorney Alina Habba questioned him, "Do you stand by your testimony in the deposition?" 100% yes, Trump retorted. Habba then asked Trump, "Did you deny the allegation because Ms. Carroll made an accusation?" "That's exactly right." "Yes, I did," Trump responded. "She said something that I considered a false accusation, totally false." Then, Judge Lewis Kaplan cut Trump off, saying, "Everything after yes I did is stricken." During the trial, Trump refrained from making ancillary comments while the jury was present, a departure from his behavior in previous proceedings where he delivered meandering answers and political speeches from the witness stand. Following the brief questioning from his attorney Alina Habba, the defense concluded its case, and former President Donald Trump's testimony ended. Subsequently, Judge Lewis Kaplan excused the jurors, directing them to reconvene on Friday morning for the presentation of closing arguments. Judge Kaplan indicated that the jurors were likely to receive the case for deliberation shortly after lunchtime. Trump asserted self-defense in Carroll's defamation trial, brief testimony. In a brief 3-minute testimony during the civil sex defamation trial, former President Donald Trump asserted that he never instructed anyone to harm E. Jean Carroll, emphasizing his intent to defend himself, his family, and the presidency. The trial, which took place in New York federal court, saw Judge Lewis Kaplan limit Trump to answering pre-approved questions. Trump's responses were closely monitored, with the judge striking much of his testimony from the record. The proceedings were marked by Judge Kaplan warning Trump not to dispute a prior verdict that found him liable for sexually assaulting Carroll in the mid-1990s and subsequently defaming her in 2019 while he was in the White House. The former president's defense attorney, Alina Habba, questioned Trump about Carroll's allegations, to which he replied, "I consider it a false accusation," a response struck by Judge Kaplan. Trump's testimony remained focused on self-defense, with him standing by his previous statements during an October 2022 deposition, calling the case a rigged and made-up story. The trial, solely aimed at determining damages for defamation, is set to continue with closing arguments on Friday. Trump faces judges' admonishment and deposition video drama in E.J. Carroll hearing. The tension escalated during Donald Trump's testimony in the E. Jean Carroll defamation trial, with his attorney Alina Habba seeking to pose critical questions. Trump interjected vehemently, stating, "I never met the woman. I don't know who the woman is. I never met this woman." This led Judge Lewis Kaplan to reprimand Trump for disrupting the proceedings, emphasizing, "I'm sorry Mr. Trump, you're interrupting these proceedings by talking loudly while your attorney is talking, and that is not permitted." The courtroom continued to witness debates between Kaplan and Habba over the permissible scope of questions. In a surprising move, Trump voluntarily attended the trial, even though he was not obliged to do so. The former president, who was not required to speak or be present, seemingly used the opportunity to reinforce his narrative of being a victim of a larger conspiracy aimed at hindering his return to office and tarnishing his personal and business reputation. During the trial, clips from Trump's deposition were shown, where he appeared to confuse a photo of Carroll with his ex-wife Marla Maples. The photo in question depicted Carroll and her then-husband John Johnson engaging with Trump and his first wife, Ivana Trump, at an NBC party in the late 1980s. Trump dismissed Carroll's allegations as a fake story, a false story, a made-up story, intertwining it with his broader narrative of various perceived hoaxes, asserting, She is a liar and a sick person in my opinion. Really sick. Something wrong with her. The videos were presented after Carroll's lawyers questioned their last witness, former Elle magazine editor-in-chief Roberta Myers. Donald Trump joins legal Roman's endeavor to dismiss Fulton County DA from 2020 election case. In the latest development of the legal battle surrounding former President Donald Trump and the 2020 election interference case in Georgia, Trump's defense team is asserting that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis should be removed from the case. The defense alleges that Willis inappropriately injected race into the case and stoked racial animus in response to misconduct allegations against her. This motion follows an earlier effort by co-defendant Michael Roman, who accused Willis of an inappropriate romantic relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, leading to a conflict of interest. Willis, despite not publicly responding to the alleged romantic relationship, defended Wade's qualifications and addressed the accusations during a speech at a service honoring Martin Luther King Jr. She hinted at racial motivations behind questioning Wade's hiring. Trump's lawyers, Steve Sadow and Jennifer Little, argue that Willis's comments could lead to substantial prejudice against the defendants. They claim that the assertions by the DA sought to garner racially based sympathy for her position. The defense motion aims to join the push for the removal of Willis and her team from the case, asserting that her comments could impact public perception and potential jurors in Fulton County. This development adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing legal saga, with Trump leveraging allegations against Willis to cast doubt on the integrity of the case. The motion will be considered in a hearing set for February 15, giving the district attorney's office until February 2 to respond. As the legal battle unfolds, Trump, currently the frontrunner for the Republican presidential nomination, seeks to capitalize on these allegations to challenge the legitimacy of the charges against him and his co-defendants in the broader context of the 2020 election. Trump's legal maneuvers, a political shield amidst 91 charges? Donald Trump's legal entanglements, once seen as a potential threat to his political ambitions, are proving less detrimental than anticipated. Despite facing 91 criminal counts across 4 separate cases, including efforts to overturn the 2020 election, the former president has managed to navigate the legal landscape successfully. His legal team's strategic delays and fortuitous circumstances, such as a challenge to a law related to his federal election interference case, have bolstered Trump's political narrative of being a victim of partisan prosecution. As Trump secures victories in court and his lawyers exploit legal opportunities, the former president capitalizes on the legal battles for political gain. Ty Cobb, a former Trump lawyer, notes to the Wall Street Journal, "Everything has broken his way in connection with feeding his political narrative of being a victim." Trump's campaign trail success indicates that some voters perceive the prosecutions as politically motivated, allowing him to paint himself as a victim of a witch hunt orchestrated by partisan prosecutors. James Trusty, another former lawyer for Trump, said, "If creative prosecution was designed to hurt him politically, it clearly hasn't." The impending trials in Washington and Georgia face uncertainties due to legal challenges and allegations of misconduct. Trump's scheduled trial on federal election interference charges, set for March 4, is on hold as he appeals the trial judge's rejection of his immunity claim. An unrelated Supreme Court case challenging the use of a statute, which also applies to Trump's charges, could further complicate the legal landscape. Additionally, in Georgia, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis faces allegations of a romantic relationship with the lead prosecutor, potentially introducing complications and distractions to the trial proceedings. Despite these legal hurdles, Trump remains resilient, using the courtroom drama to his advantage on the political stage. Nikki Haley's Super PAC surpasses Trump's fundraising amidst Wall Street backing. Nikki Haley's Super PAC, Stand for America Fund Incorporated, has emerged as a financial powerhouse, outpacing Donald Trump's Make America Great Again Incorporated in fundraising by raising $50.1 million in the last 6 months of 2023. This significant financial backing, as reported by the New York Times, is attributed to support from Wall Street and corporate leaders aiming to halt Trump's potential return to the White House. Notable contributors include Ken Langone, co-founder of Home Depot, and Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn and a Democratic donor. The backing from billionaires such as Stan Druckenmiller, Henry Kravis, Ken Langone, and Cliff Asness, who are hosting a fundraiser for Haley, underscores the growing concern within certain circles over the prospect of a Trump-Biden rematch. In response to Haley's fundraising success, Trump issued a social media post threatening to permanently bar anyone continuing to fund Haley from his political operation. Despite this, donations to the SFA fund have reportedly surged since Trump's warning. The financial support is crucial for Haley's campaign survival, particularly as she faces a challenging path in the upcoming South Carolina primary, where Trump currently leads in polls by approximately 30 percentage points. The Super PAC's $1 million ad buy in South Carolina, coupled with the campaign's plan to spend an additional $4 million on advertising, reflects a strategic effort to bolster Haley's standing in her home state. Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment and hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe for future videos.